Alrighty then, back once again for another reaction. This time it's RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 6, A Night Off, which sounds promising. Gonna get some more slice of life shenanigans. Or, with them having a night off, they might come across some of the unrest that's been happening. How about that? Because this episode description here says, after constant missions and vigorous training sessions, the kids finally get a night off to relax. Yay! But attending a political rally may not be the most leisurely activity. Nay. So what I'm predicting is that the first half, or first 2/3 of this chapter, are going to be spent on light-hearted time off shenanigans and or character development between different people, or, you know, relationship progressions, or we're gonna get to check in with the villains or something. I know I keep going on about that. I'm just impatient. Every time I say, oh, I hope the villains are gonna show up, they don't show up. So maybe I should stop asking for it and they'll arrive quicker. But nah, this is my first time run through. And I'm guessing that they're gonna get either witness some deep shit or get into some deep shit by the end of it. Or not. I think maybe we're gonna get to see Robin make a speech of her own. I think that might be what we're gonna do, because we saw Jacques make his speech in the previous chapter. So I wonder if it's gonna be Robin's turn and we get to see her full philosophy and policy on display through an actual speech, and see if it sways anyone. Though what would be hilarious but tragic at the same time is if Ironwood were to try and give a speech but he got booed off or something. Like, because yeah, while what he's doing, albeit secretly, is pretty good, you know, the whole global communication thing with the top of Amity Tower, the citizens are in the dark about it and don't understand why they're being neglected so much, and it's causing a lot of distrust of Ironwood. There's a lot of coming to a head in this arc over the dishonesties of people, like the things that we keep from others, and this all ties into the overall thing of should the world know about Salem, because that's the biggest concealed truth of all. So I like how this volume seems to be addressing that on multiple layers, like on a societal level, at a governmental level, on a save the world level. You know, everything is about the truth. Because even Ruby's gotten involved in it now. She's concealed the truth from Ironwood, so and now we're getting into all this political stuff, and there's no way that things can be solved quickly. Like, I think that by the time this volume finishes, Atlas is going to be in a state, especially when it comes to what Ironwood might be forced to do. But the girls have a night off. Let's see how they get on with it.
Although rioting in Mantle is finally under
those are the
control,
rioters.
how does it feel to know that the majority of those involved were your supporters?
I don't condone rioting, especially when our city is being denied aid for the hardships we've already had to go through. But Jacques Schnee's latest stunt is holding the city hostage for his own political gain. So I understand their anger.
And thanks to a comment on the previous chapter, I put it together that it was Watts' idea for him to do what he's doing with shutting down his things, and so it helps save him money while also blaming it on Ironwood, and you can like swoop around and turn it all around later. I see. Proud of you. Okay, I'm guessing the upgrade for Nora was something to do with the efficiency of the electrical components.
Nice. The recovery's getting faster.
Yeah, he's an aura master. I love that it became his semblance.
you always been able to do that?
I don't know. I don't normally think it through that much.
You guys are evolving, and I still don't even have my semblance.
So it's like quirks
Well,
in
I
My
bet
Hero
we'll all be
Academia.
trouble.
The semblances evolve.
Clover wasn't kidding. You're really giving this your all.
Well, we have to with the way things are going.
I really want to know how the splitting
going well,
into
are they?
multiple petal paths
Better Robin than
works.
Jock Schnee.
Yeah, I suppose so. Either way, this election doesn't bode well for our stability.
It could be a chance to work with Robin and get Mantle on your side.
The likelihood of that working...
She's right. You have to do something about Mantle. If you can get Robin to trust you.
I bet if you opened up to her, she'd understand that you're being framed.
Perhaps. But it will only work if she's open too.
I take it you're here for new mission assignments.
You could say that. The General and I want you to take the rest of the day to recuperate.
You're giving us a night off?
Ordering it. After tonight's election, we'll be waking up to a very different Atlas tomorrow. I need you rested and ready for whatever that may bring.
Fair enough.
We still have hours
Because
ahead of us,
something
but
else
it's
someone
looking
pointed
good.
out was that
It
this
looks
might bring
more and
Grimm,
more certain
the
that
unrest.
Robin Hill will fill the open council seat.
There's no way my father could have thought layoffs would do anything but hurt him. So why announce this the day before the election?
Just seems like a power play that backfired to me. Won't matter in a few hours,
All
though.
working exactly as intended.
Where are you guys going?
Team Funky invited us out dancing. Yang and I thought it would be good to get our minds off the election.
I thought you said Team Funky was annoying.
That's the best part about dance clubs.
I can't hear you.
Ruby, come on!
I
can't
like.
believe you're going
I
to
didn't
that
have
thing.
time to mention
Just
it, but
because
I
I'm
like
one
the
who
shot of
likes
Blake
Robin
doing
doesn't
her
mean we all
eyeshadow.
have to. From where I'm standing, both
Or
of them
mascara or
seem to
whatever
be
it was.
trying their best to help Atlas. As to who's doing a better job.
But a victory party?
Invite's still open if you want in. Penny's gonna be working security.
Oh my gosh, no. You gotta do it like this. That's what I'm doing.
Hey, Oscar and I are hitting the movies if anyone wants
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I love it. Like, I'm gonna choose the least annoying path.
I understand Weiss' point, though. A victory party does seem a bit premature.
Let them have one sure thing.
Probably the last sure thing before Amity Tower goes up and everyone learns about what we're fighting.
We've spent so much time worrying about how Ironwood will react to the truth about her. But have any of us considered how we're even going to beat her if we manage to work past that?
Jin said she can't be beaten,
She told Oz that he couldn't destroy her.
but
The only option
maybe
is to
someone
purify
else
her. Is what I'm
I
saying.
don't know.
We should be training right
Get
now.
that
could.
Grim
You've
out
tried
of her.
enough. Take some time
We
to.
don't have time.
The Grim influence. Happy music over the angst.
Ruby, Nora, Ren.
Hey, Penny!
Penny, get back
I'm
to your
so glad
post.
you made it. It's just Marrow and I tonight, so more friends means more fun. Where are the others? Weiss is out with the boys, and Blake and Yang are off doing their own thing. Again.
At least they're back to being friends.
Friends, huh? Just friends.
What else would they be?
Two people who've gone through that much.
Nora is
I think there's
salty.
more going on.
Well, maybe one of them feels that way, but the other might be worried.
About what?
It's just... there's a lot of things going on right now.
Well, how can they figure things
Yeah,
out?
so
believe I may
Ren
be
isn't
confused.
oblivious.
Who are we talking
As he
about
says, he
again?
just thinks that the mission's more important.
Penny, where'd you go?
Please don't leave me.
Yeah, it's really awkward, but I get what they're going for there.
What?
Ren
What are
definitely
you doing
feels
here?
something, but
Just,
he's like,
hanging out with a friend while she's on the job.
his mind's elsewhere at the moment.
Yeah, real cute. Look, try not to be too much of a distraction. We need to be vigilant in case...
In case what?
In case someone tries to start trouble.
Oh, funny. That's why we're here.
So feel free to take a hike.
Listen, the General's trying to help, all right? Just because you can't understand...
What's going on here, Wags? Oh, and the pipsqueak is back.
We're concerned about security risks. Ma'am, the General doesn't want any surprises tonight.
Fine, but stay out of the way. If I get elected tonight, we'll all have to learn how to get along.
That is true.
Sure, we won't have any problems, as long as you stay within the law.
The law isn't perfect, you know. It's certainly not equal.
Trust me, I'm well aware.
My only goal is that all the citizens of Mantle and Atlas, and Faunus, have an equal shot at a good life.
That sounds great. And you're planning to do all that equalizing legally, right?
Everything I've done is legal.
Of course. 100%.
Oh, you continue to be a cutie. She's a fandom favorite, isn't she? Like, I've not looked up anything, but she's pretty much tailor-made fandom favorite. I really want more Ruby and Penny interaction. They're adorable.
Can we please just not do this right now?
I should have just gone to the movies.
I want to thank
Oh,
everyone
I'm
for
sure the
going to
movie was
polls
terrible.
today. This is Mantle's moment. I know that, like me, you're all thrilled that we chose Robin as our voice in Atlas. No one has fought harder for Mantle than she has, and I know Robin will continue that fight on the council. Will you share a few words?
This is the time for paying attention. There's not really a lot to say over this.
I've never been much for public speaking. Probably wasn't my best idea ever to go into politics. Thank you so much, everyone, for choosing me.
The percentages
You
have
said you believe in
changed.
me, but I'm the one who believes in all of you.
I've caught that.
You've proven to me
The gap
that
was
as
a lot bigger
individuals,
when we got
we
in.
are strong, but together we are unstoppable.
Or has there been a time jump within the party and the numbers have changed? But he's catching
Win
up.
or lose,
They're
We
changing.
will continue to fight for our city, because it is this city that brings us together.
Oh, wow, this is going to flip around and he's going to win.
Final minutes now, and it's looking to be a closer race than anticipated.
Ooh, more soundtrack.
It's in the bag.
It's going to keep going.
Ren, what's going on? Why won't you just talk to me?
You know, I've never been really good with talking.
Then screw talking.
Hey! This is something that I knew about, but I didn't know when it would happen. And that was a really romantic way for that to happen. You just forget talking.
You ready, Tyrion?
Always.
The polls are about to close. 12, 11.
Oh no. What is going to happen?
Watch out!
Go.
It's like he's about to play a sonata. Oh, so Tyrion's attacking people in the dark with his Faunus vision. And this is going to be pinned on Robin, is it?
This is Ace Operative Merrill, requesting immediate assistance.
I love how he's doing his hacking like a symphony.
Come on, we've got to get you out of here.
No, not her! Not her! No!
Robin!
Please be okay. She's gonna get blamed for this, isn't she? Because what else would be the point of doing this? Because this was all about whether there'd be trouble.
of
The winner is Penny!
Council election is Jacques Schnee!
Oh my gosh, but this was a massacre!
It's Ironwood's robot!
Penny.
I didn't.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. It's all because of you. It's a new day in Atlas.
Ruby's gonna be the only one that believes Penny.
What happened? It was Tyrion. Tyrion's here.
Oh yeah, but Ruby saw the tail. Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Stay!
Oh!
Get Penny out the back! Now!
Oh, I feel so bad for Penny. This precious beam did nothing wrong. I knew someone was gonna get blamed, but I thought it'd be Robin, not Penny.
I'm sorry.
But she's to protect her, so it makes a lot of sense. Only Ruby knows. And she's told her team, and they'll believe her, but... Oh my gosh.
Fine work, Tyrion. I think we are done for tonight.
And it makes so much sense to put this on Penny, because she's supposed to be protecting them. And she's Ironwood's personal... so this is against Ironwood as well, I'm aware. Because this suspicion thread was already raised about Ironwood in Beacon when Cinder was saying to the public, oh, this child soldier was snuck in. Like, why is it disguised as a little girl? The Grimm can't tell the difference. The implications were clear. This is like the direct result of that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Penny.
We've got a long night ahead.
Yeah. This, as I thought, is going to end on a pretty bleak note. As if on cue, we end. Oh. Oh, isn't it funny how both Volume 3 and this volume have a very dramatic dipping point with Penny as the focus. Though mercifully, this time it's not an apparent death. She's just been framed for a massacre, and Ironwood indirectly framed, I guess. But oh no, because now Robin's camp is against. Because Ironwood was literally saying, now I'm going to put this together properly. Ironwood was saying he would be open to discussing a truce with Robin if she was open to it. This was intentionally done so that she will never be open to it. Diabolical. And this is exactly what Salem was referring to. Or whoever was... Yeah, that's it. Salem told Tyrion, who then told Emerald and Mercury, that they need to go to Atlas to make sure the general doesn't come to his senses. And that works from both ends. They're trying to make sure that his avenues for doing so are cut off. So any potential truce that he could have had with Robin has now been severed thanks to this attack, which has now been blamed on one of his robots. This is all coming together. Like I say, so far this volume is really impressing me with the writing. You can criticize RWBY all you want. I'm sure there are several of you out there probably aren't watching this, because why would you care about reactions to something you hate? But I'm sure there are people out there thinking that this has been a dumpster fire or something. I know you can take pretty much anything, and there'll be people saying, this is a dumpster fire, this is trash, where's Monty, But, like, even if I were to look at this as objectively as I humanly could, you saw I was open about how I didn't really like the placement of Nora's cake joke in a previous chapter this volume. I will call something out if I think it's a little weird or I think it doesn't make sense, but I don't know, looking as objectively as I can, I'm having a blast. I'm having such a blast. Oh my goodness. This episode went exactly how I thought it would, but in the best of ways. Yeah, we got a little bit of fun. And we got a little bit of progression on a personal front. Ren and Nora kissed, good for them. Like, it's finally out in the open, and she, like, broke down his walls. Like, he was trying to put up a tough front because of the mission that they had, and he was like, I don't want to talk about it because I'm not good with words. And Nora's like, all you had to do was kiss me, you fool. Like, I've been here. I've been waiting. That was very typical of their relationship. I love that it happened like that. And then we took the hard left turn that I was expecting, but not in the way that I was expecting, which is, as I say, another compliment to how this is. I did not for 1 second think that we had bad guys in the room. Tyrion's appearance was just as shocking for me as it was for RWBY, and I'm really glad that she instantly knew something was wrong when she saw the tail. Like, she's not even seen his replacement, but she knew that a scorpion tail was setting off alarm bells in her head, and she double checked and it was who she thought it was. So she is like the only eyewitness that isn't Penny because of her robot night vision. She saw him just before the lights went off. So it's going to be RWBY's word against everyone else's, because Penny was on stage with her swords drawn, and oh, that was like the worst possible timing. And is the sheep girl dead? I know that they were trying to revive her or like do chest pumps on her on the floor or on the stage. Is she actually dead? I guess it's going to be confirmed in the next chapter whether she is or not. Like, is she going to be listed among the dead? But I swear, if they introduced a cute character like that just to kill her off, then I'm not going to say that's like bad or anything, but still, you bastards. You bastards. You know, but sometimes that can be in a good way. Like, you got me. You got me. You son of a bitch. You got me. And that's the sort of feeling that I get with that. Like, of course, but not in a way that I'm actually annoyed. More in a way of, oh, I feel so bad for her. Like, you did your job. I don't have to like it, but you did it. And I somewhat respect it. But oh man, yeah. An unexpected detail that really got to me, and I think is a wonderful added character flair, is that Watts takes such giddy glee in his electronic trickery that he was playing it like a piano composer. Like swishing his hands across it, doing the big dramatic Beethoven poses. Like, fantastic. Oh, that is going to be good AMV fodder, I tell you now. I'm sure by now that particular part has been used for keyboard or piano parts for a lot of AMVs to do with RWBY. That reminds me, as soon as I've done this, or because Volume 8 is round the corner, maybe after I've watched Volume 8, I might do another, like, major AMV to do with RWBY. I haven't done one since I watched Volume 4, so obviously I have a lot more to work with now, and I think it's about overdue that I do something like that, so I might give that a bit of a ponder, but oh, wow. This was definitely the bombshell chapter of the volume that signals the hard left turn into the more dramatic, serious stuff. We basically got the Ren and Nora out of the way so it doesn't get in the way later. We've resolved that really quickly, that the friction finally rubbed itself too hot and then it blew up and then they got together. That's fine. That's fine. That's a pretty fitting way that could have gone. I have no problems with that whatsoever, and it means it's out of the way so we can deal with whatever's going to happen next with our full attention. Penny as... Penny has been thrown into an interesting position here. Remember that I said that I'd like if she would defect and come along with Ruby? I'm thinking a pathway might have opened for that. If there's no longer a place for her where she's distrusted by the people, I'm wondering if this will stick. Because like I say, it adds to the thread of doubt that Cinder proposed at the Fall of Beacon when she was telling the crowds visiting from every country, oh look, Ironwood has placed this robotic disguised students, this little killing machine inside the arena. Like, why? Why is it disguised as a little girl? The Grimm can't tell the difference. What a deceptive, what a deceptive man. And this sort of incident is only going to echo what Cinder was saying. So, oh my. So that was really cool stuff from Tyrion, by the way. I've always loved his fighting style as a Scorpion Faunus, and it was great. I love that they've always never forgotten that the Faunus have night vision. I loved how this was perfect to shut out the lights and have him go around slaying at will. With Penny, the only one able to put up a fight because of her robot vision, but still, all for nothing. Penny and Iron would have been blamed, and this is the turning point, and the Grimm are coming, and Jacques has just won in the backdrop of all this. I wouldn't be surprised if that turnaround wasn't even legitimate. Like, I know that he was making these good promises based on what's told him to do, and it's gotten people riled up against Ironwood, but I have to wonder how much of that was tampering by Watts. Like, I don't know how much he was subtly at a percent, like a realistic pace. I don't know how much he tinkered with that, or if that was actually legitimate, but oh my gosh. And kudos to this chapter for throwing my expectations on their head when it came to the framing. I thought, with the two sides warning each other not to pull anything, I was thinking it was the fact that, you know how they were on about, oh yeah, I've always acted within the law. Yeah, I'm sure. Like, for Robin, I thought that was foreshadowing that she will be blamed for this as a clearly illegal, whatever happening. Because I thought none of her people were going to get hurt. I thought it was going to be all her opposition that were going to get hurt, or neutrals in the crowd and not any of her own, and that was going to be used against her. But no, this was in fact done the other way around to put some pin on Penny and Ironwood. That was completely the opposite to what I was expecting, which makes a lot of sense since Watts approached Jacques and wanted to help him against Ironwood. It would only make sense that the stunt they pull would be directly hurting Ironwood. So yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Okay, as you can tell by my ranting, this was highly worth it. I really enjoyed this, and I am so glad that I started early tonight, because I'm going to jump right into the next one, and I shall see you guys next time.